an exciting update. Big man Claron, yeah, our generation Spielberg, dare I say, is currently in the midst of making an Earth apologist documentary. This documentary is going by the working title of Image to Sound, and it's essentially going to be a look behind the mask. And it will leave the viewer essentially pondering the question, who is Earth apologist? And my God, what cologne is that? He just smells delicious. Now, this news may be, new to Claron, because before hearing this, he didn't actually know he was working on this Earth apologist documentary. But I promise you, he is. So no doubt he'll get right to work on image to sound or sound to images. I haven't, it's up to him. It's his film. He's the one making it. But it's going to be very good. It's going to have tender, intimate interviews with Earth apologists. I'm excited to meet him, frankly. I'm sure he's not as mean-spirited in person. Although, saying that, I'm sure he's arguably more charming, more handsome, and probably smells even better, and humble. So, big man Claron, big shout out to him. I really appreciate him putting in all this effort to make a film on little old me. Big man, little old me, Earth apologist. So, send him lots of love, big him up. Yeah, this is his next project. Earth apologist in Earth apologist ... image to sounds, an Earth apologist film documenting the life and times of Earth apologist, an Earth apologist film by Earth apologist, by Claron, with Earth apologist, featuring Earth apologist. Alright, you nicheite little bastards, let's just get it over with. Alright, this is a one and done Earth versus the World Slop Plus video. You know the score. Internet protagonist, big man Earth apologist, your favourite person in the whole wide web. What else? I think that's everything. I think we've covered all the bases. Last Slop Plus instalment, if you remember, I spent about 6 hours on. That will not be the case here. Alright, let's just get it done. Let's get it out of the way. He's fucking the blanket again. Let's just get it over with. Alright, let's just get this done. In today's Breaking Truths, Adam22 has continued to send copyright strikes to this point and shoot fella. His crime, taking the piss out of a man who publicly, openly cucks himself on the internet, advertises it. He profiteers off his own public humiliation, yet he's not okay with other people profiteering off his public humiliation. Ever fucking dentally. I've already said everything I could say about this geezer. It's an embarrassment, frankly, if you can't handle people poking fun at something that is objectively quite funny and poke-worthy. I'm a firm believer you should have your internet taken away. I think you should have your broadband turned off. Adam, mate, get off the internet, go for a walk, and while you're at it, get your woman off the internet. Alright, this is a fucking disgrace. She's not even attractive. Honestly. No, I'm not the sort of person to do a numerical system. I'm far more into temperatures, right? She's a cool 2 degrees centigrade, alright? Come on. Really? Really? You are a laughingstock for this woman. I think it's an absolute shambles. I think it's an absolute disgrace. My fiancée is objectively much, much hotter. Yeah, she's at least 807 Fahrenheit, alright? But this is looks a little bit like Kristen Ritter in Breaking Bad, if you squint. Yeah, that's my fiancée. And I certainly don't want her handed round like a chocolate box at Christmas. So why on earth would I want to see your far less attractive wife being handed round like a fucking chocolate box? Adam22, if that's even your real name. Oh, it annoys me, dear viewer. There we go. Took me a moment. Took me a moment to get into the earth apologist flow. But anger. Anger is always a secret ingredient. Oh, no. Like, again, behind closed doors, I do not care. All right, do whatever you want. I'm a liberal. Live how you please. I do not care. But the second it becomes public, then it enters my jurisdiction. Then it enters this point and shoot fellas jurisdiction. And we can and will take the piss out of it. If you can't handle that, it's on you to remove yourself from the situation. All right? Oh, dear viewer, what I'd do to have satire channels. What I would do to have a satire channel dedicating itself to making content on me. Can you imagine, dear viewer? Oh, God. And this geezer has that, and he's stomping his feet, he's shitting himself, he's pissing himself. Really? Come on, you're making a laughing stock of yourself, and again, this is the Streisand effect. I wouldn't be talking about you again if you weren't making such a big hubbub around this geezer. I would have no idea who this point and click fella was. Now I do. And now, maybe, just maybe, I go and check out some of his videos. I'm not going to do that. I've got better things to do, frankly. But maybe I will. Maybe someone in the audience, one of the 4 people watching this video, maybe they'll check out this channel. And then maybe they'll laugh at your expense. So congratulations. You know, 1 or 2 more people in the world, A, know you're a public cuckold, you're a joke, you're an absolute disgrace, Mr. 22. And, you know, it annoys me. It really does annoy me because, you know, he's a decent looking bloke and he's got a cool name. I believe his name is what? Adam Grandmaster? Grand Wizard? What's his name? Adam Grandmeyer? No, hang on. We're figuring this out. Adam 22. He's got a really cool name. Adam 22. The first result is his wife. Name. Adam Grandmason. I'm sorry, you cannot have a name that goes that hard and be a cuckold. All right, no, live up to that name, Mr. Grandmason. No, it really annoys me. Adam Grand Wizard. That's a highlight. But no, this geezer continues to go after his critics, people poking fun at him. And it's not good form. It's not good taste. If you can sleep at night knowing your wife is being handed round, you know, like I don't even know what. Like your wife is being handed round like one of those foam gloves you get at sporting events. If you can tolerate that, you should be able to tolerate people laughing at your expense. Okay, you can't have it both ways. You're a public cuckold and you're fine with that, and you're fine with people laughing at that, or you're not and you stop being that. Those are the only 2 options, I'm afraid, Mr. Grand Mason. That is his real name. And I've spent far too long on this. How long have I done? Can I fuck off? Oh wow, almost 7 minutes. Brilliant. We've got so much slop to get through, dear viewer. In other truths, this geezer presented without comment. No human seeing is illegal. I feel seeing this is illegal. I feel I violated some sort of ethical code. Yeah, this bloke, he's another one of these clout goblins. He's desperate for attention. And unlike me, dear viewer, he's actually good at getting it. So I've got to hand it to the guy. He knows the game and he plays it well. So well done. Tyler Oliveira. That's not a good name. See, Adam Grandmason is a great name, right? Tyler Oliveira is not. It's got Vera in it. Vera. Really? You're a man and your name has Vera in it. Fucking sissy. No. No, I think this is I think this is questionable morally, of course, but I will be using this image and I will be feeding it to my machines and re-amalgamating it into something else. I made one thumbnail using AI. I'm not going to spoil it, but oh, it was good, dear viewer. All I'm going to say, it involved Mr. Beast pointing, lots of money, and dinghies. That's all I'm going to say. Honestly, no, I had a thumbnail with Mr. Beast wearing I call it a swastika, right? He was wearing a swastika on his shirt. If that doesn't get clicks, I really don't know what will. It's satire, it's meta-commentary, it's pastiche. He is wearing a dollar symbol on his t-shirt that resembles a swastika. If people aren't going to click on that biting satire, yeah, I don't know what to do, dear viewer, frankly. I can't get arrested these days. I steal a mannequin and I can't get arrested. That's a throwback, by the way. It's interesting because as I'm re-uploading all of these old videos, they're in my mind when I record the new ones. So, yeah, I do still have the mannequin, by the way. It is in my spare room as we speak. But no, this geezer, he's being a little bit silly, isn't he? He's being a little bit silly. I thought this era of sensationalist shithead commentary or shithead YouTube content was behind us, but evidently not. Evidently we are still firmly in the era of, you know, giving homeless people toothpaste Oreos. I thought we moved past that era of this wretched fucking website. Evidently not. In other truths, some absolute mentalist is putting animals in boxes. Please be alert. Please be on guard. Keep an eye open for this guy. We don't know if he's dangerous. He's duct taping squirrels to lampposts. He's throwing frogs at windows. He's gone off the deep end, this bloke. He's putting rabbits in boxes, calling them quote unquote animal vending machines. Speaking of Dum Dum called being Hannibal Lecter, honestly, maybe we remake his backstory. Maybe he's a vigilante psychopath. Yeah, he takes out nutters like this. Go on, Dum Dum Cord, track them down, hunt them down, hang them upside down like pig carcasses. That's what I say. But no, this geezer he's mentally unwell. This fella. We don't know who this geezer is. Raw fishing, which is the only kind of fishing I believe possible, right? You don't reel in some smoked haddock, do you? No, it's usually raw. The fish you catch when fishing. I've never seen a fish come out of the water that wasn't raw. So, yeah, very questionable, really, innit? What's your favourite kind of fish? Comment below. I quite enjoy fish. I do. I like fish. It might be my favourite meat. Bacon, obviously. Who doesn't love a little bit of bacon, dear viewer? Yeah. Bacon is to vegetarians what a good dicking is to a lesbian. All right. No one watches this. I can get as scandalous as I fucking want. In other truths, House MD actor donates $2 trillion to the LGBTQ plus community. I hope they find a cure soon, Robert states. So that's interesting, isn't it? That's good. That's a heartwarming story for Gay Month. He's desperate to find a cure. In other truths, this is the topic I've been wanting to talk about. This is the topic I give a fuck about. We have some of the clearest footage of Bigfoot to date. And yeah, I was shocked because for the longest time, the staunchest critics of Bigfoot have cited the fact we live in a smartphone age. And yet the quote-unquote sightings of this cryptid are very blurry, grainy, 1960s tier, low fidelity. Yet here we have, dare I say, HD footage of Bigfoot. And the thing that was a shock to me, the thing that really shocked me here, is how eloquent he is. He's arguably more well-spoken than I am, which is worrying. That's concerning. I need to really sit down and reflect with that thought in mind. But no, he's there. He's got human equipment. Has he, hurt people to obtain this human equipment? We don't know. But he seems to have a grasp on human technology, which is worrying. Does he come in peace? He seems like a chill guy, but we don't know. And this does open the door to other bigger questions. Now some paedophiles have falsely accused me of being a conspiracy theorist in the past. I'm not, by the way. Last honest man on the internet. I'm just here to ask questions. All right. But this does beg the question. Are we going to see this high quality of evidence towards the existence of Gandhi? Now, listen, I'm on the fence on this. I'm not here to say Gandhi wasn't real. I'm not saying that, okay? But it does make you wonder, right? We've only ever seen grainy pictures of this supposed bloke, this little bloke who wears a nappy. We've only ever seen grainy black and white pictures of this guy. And yet, there's a real contingent of people who believe Gandhi was real. I'm not saying he wasn't, okay? I am not saying Gandhi wasn't real, but it does make you think. Is some high quality footage of Gandhi going to come out at some point? Because I've been waiting on that. Okay, I've been waiting to be proven wrong in my doubts. I want to believe, dear viewer, I want to believe that Gandhi is real and he is out there. I just haven't seen him, And when footage of Bigfoot, undeniable, inexcusable proof of Bigfoot comes out, I'm tapping my foot like Sonic at the beginning of Green Hill Zone, waiting for the Gandhi footage. Drop the Gandhi footage. Trump, yeah, you clearly watch these videos, nicking all of my great fucking policy ideas. If you're watching this and you have Gandhi footage, declassify it immediately. Because I need to know. If Gandhi is not out there, tell me. Be honest with the public. Gandhi's not real. We made him up. Fine. Okay, we can move on from that now. But if he is out there and we have something to prove his existence more than these grainy fucking cryptid style JPEGs, let's find him. That's all I want. I just want proof. I just want to sleep at night knowing, yes, we have proof of Gandhi. Here he is. Yeah, cooking, smoking some salmon near a fire, right? He's drinking some Coors Light. There he is in HD, in crisp, high definition. Because, his Bigfoot, no one in their right mind would deny the evidence of Bigfoot now. He's there, and he's eloquent, and he's speaking English, and he seems intelligent. He seems like a really decent bloke. He seems like a cool guy. Where's the same footage of Gandhi? Where is Gandhi? You know what I mean? But it just, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I'm just asking questions. Is Gandhi out there, yes or no? Because people keep telling me, oh, he's real. Of course he's real, Earth apologist. Look at these pictures we have in history books. And it goes back to the Titanic. If you believe the Titanic was a real thing that happened, you are beyond help. Okay, the Titanic was not real. It didn't happen. And if the only evidence you have to the contrary is some blurry black and white photographs, well, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Honest to fucking Vishnu and all the saints. But in other truths, Matthew Patrick 13. Oh, God. Known simply as MatPat to his friends and family. He went from being a dickhead with an internet connection to being a dickhead with political convictions. He's now a lobbyist for Congress, apparently. I never liked this geezer. This channel, much like Mutahar, much like the Nerd Cubes fella, I was there back in 2012, 2013, when it just started. And I was watching Game Theory when it only had, at most, 6 or 7 episodes. And I knew it was heading in a bad direction when they started, you know, branching off. When it became a brand. And you had chef theory. You had book theory. You had film theory. You had anthropology theory. Yeah. You had pottery week or whatever the fuck else. I knew it was heading in a dark direction when it became bigger than it had any right to be. Right, it was just a silly little internet show with Mario and the little elf boy Zelda, and, you know, they were trying to find out the cup size of Samus from the Metroid games. Like, that was fine. That was great. We loved that. But then it became more than that. And it became a business. And, you know, I never liked MatPat 13. Arguably, I never liked the 12 that came before him either. I think they're all wankers. But he always seemed a little bit high on his own fumes. Not in a charming, endearing, oh, that lovable scamp, you know, Earth apologist way. It wasn't in like a cool, like, big man Earth apologist way. Like, I know I'm a smug dickhead. He doesn't know he's a smug dickhead, and it really comes across. So I never liked Matthew Patrick 13. Again, he seemed always a little bit high on his own supply. Right, you know, I don't buy my hype, I invest in it. This geezer buys in his own hype, and, you know, he's now involved in real world politics. It really is a sign of the times. It won't be long now, dear viewer, until we have our first influencer, or influenza, as they should be fucking referred to as, president. You know, at some point in the near enough future, we're going to have a TikTok president. And, you know, this is the world we live in, where the internet creatures are now branching into the real world. Like they're real fucking people. I've got news for you, Matthew Patrick. You're not a real person. Get back online, please. No, I don't care, frankly. Brilliant. He's doing some sort of caucus. Okay, have fun with that. In other truths, zyclo. What is that? What do you call that when it's at home? This perpetually online 15-year-old, who's actually 23, which is worrying, has been accused and exposed for bullying an autistic 15-year-old. This geezer's a lowlife. He's only, a year younger than me, and yet he acts like a snotty-nosed teenager. Worrying, frankly, concerning lack of maturity for his age. And at this point, it becomes past the point of, he's just a little bit immature for his age. Like, this is bordering on mental retardation. Forgive me, dear viewer, I don't know the PC term, to be this immature at your age. He's been outed for yelling slurs at some autistic child via Discord. The autistic kid's parents got involved, and then this absolute legend started yelling slurs at the parents as well. So that's good. That's fun. This guy spends his entire life making videos on Five Nights at Freddy's. That should tell you everything you need to know. Check his hard drive. And why is he engaging with 15-year-olds in the first place? This is one part of the story that no one's bringing attention to. I don't care how you're talking with the 15-year-old. Why are you talking with one in the first place? That's a little bit fucking suspect, innit? This guy is 23. Why are you talking to a 15-year-old? Very bizarre behaviour. Really strange. And again, he caters to a primarily child audience. So please, if there are any parents by some weird turn of fate watching this video, please be aware your kids could be involving with this individual. You know, they could be interacting with this geezer. Please be alert. We don't know what he's capable of. Maybe this is the guy putting little animals in boxes. No, no, this guy, he's a loser, he's a cretin, and that's all there is to it, really. Yeah, no. No, I'm sorry. If you are 23 years of age and this is the height of your comedy, that's got to be like a learning disability at that point, surely. Two people are involved in this story. One 19-year-old mod and then this 23-year-old. Frankly, it doesn't make much difference. If you're 19 and this is your, apex of comedic ability, you need help. You need, like, therapy. Yeah, no. In other truths, and are we done? Can we fuck off now? Almost. We can almost fuck off. How long have I done? 24 minutes. That's not bad. Sabrina Carpenter is releasing a new album, apparently. I'm sure it'll be just as pleasantly mediocre as everything else this woman's done. I'm very disillusioned with the state of pop music. I'm at that age now, innit? Speaking of maturity, dear viewer, I'm at that age now where all pop music is the same. It's not like it used to be, yeah? With S Club 7. Oh, take me back to the 80s, dear viewer. Everything made sense. Oh, and he's fucking the blanket again. And he's dragging it towards me. This one's been a mess, but I told you I'd do one and done, and we're doing one and done. This woman is desperate to be Madonna, failing to realise Madonna was desperate to be Marilyn Monroe. I just feel like everything's a regurgitation. Everything's a rehash. You have, of course, The Weeknd. Poor bastard, can't even spell his own name right. You have that guy, desperate to be Michael Jackson. Fuck me. Of all the people to make your idol, really? MJ? My biggest inspiration is Gary Glitter. No, you know what I mean? A little bit suspect, but like, really? This is what we're doing now? Of course, The Weeknd had a very contentious rap feud last year, if you remember, with Bank Holiday Monday. Do you remember that? Do you remember his heated feud with Bank Holiday Monday? Oh, it was awful. The shops were shut. Oh, I really am giving up. But no, he wants to be Michael Jackson. You have that Chappell Roan woman, and she wants to be Kate Bush. And as a big fan of Kate Bush, there's only one. There is only one Catherine the Great. And you ain't it, sister. That's all I'm saying. I do like the fact she incorporates like a drag aesthetic into her like stage presence. I think that's cool. But ultimately, once again, it's been done. Bowie did that. The New York Dolls did that. You know what I mean? Elton John did that, for fuck's sake. Like, I really feel like we are just rehashing the same old slop and expecting something new. I'll give you new, dear viewer, yeah, doo-wop grunge. Where's the band making that? How do we make a band that does doo-wop grunge? That's what I want. I want doo-wop grunge. Oh, see, I've got vision. I've got ideas. And here I am, withering away. Oh, God, no. But Sabrina Carpenter, I've got no opinion on her, frankly. I like the aesthetic, but I don't like the fake tan. The fake tan ruins it, you know. I like the peroxide blonde look as much as any other heterosexual man, but I don't mesh well with the fake tan. The fake tan puts me off. All right. I don't know when that became such like a big thing, but it is a big thing now. Can I fuck off now? Have I done my time? Oh, I can fuck off now. I love you. God bless yourself. I feel like I had more to say on one of those topics, but I don't remember what. No, I think that's everything. What are your views on Chappell Roan? Yeah. For the recently concussed in the audience, that is a pop singer. To the best of my knowledge, she's a pop singer. I am the last honest man on the internet, of course. I am but another dickhead with an internet connection, and I'm here to bring you the truth. If you are a fan of the truth, of course, you have no truth but to choice. You have no choice but to like / dislike, comment and subscribe. It's all engagement. I love you, I love you, I love you. I'm sorry you had to hear it from me. And maybe next episode will be better. Yeah. We gave it an old-fashioned college go. I'm probably going to have a wank now. I feel I need to blow off some steam. And my wonderful German fiancée is in another country currently, so, you know. What good is a woman if not to blow off steam? On, to, inside of? Sorry, that was vile. I'm gonna sit down now. I'm gonna have a lie.